Virginia Tech plus 5.5. You can keep those points. We don't even need them.
2-1 last night, 2-0 the night before.
That thing to break over the middle of the plate.
I think he stepped out either.
Let's go to Arby's.
Welcome, Mark. Welcome, No Hedge Sports Show. We are here tonight, October 30th, one day before our kids go on a Halloween bender. Candy, and we are here betting the sports, betting the college, betting the hockey. How you doing tonight, Mark?
Not well. Not good. 5-11 day in college. Some bad beats in there, but they're all losers. But Michigan has a 16-point second half lead and can't hold on to it.
They lost that lead quick too, real quick,
very, very fast. 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions. Michigan they just do what they've done under Harbaugh, which is just implode at the end.
Always
fumbles. It's just awful. So that was a bad beat there. Illinois was kind of a tough beat as well. Then you got Louisiana Monroe, who's got the ball at the 4-yard line running in. The running back fumbles at the 2. We're going to cover. There's a minute left in the game. We're going to cover. Goes in, we covered, and he fumbles. This Ole Miss game, picked off in the end zone. Then they get the ball back. They're in the red zone again, turn it over. Some bad beats out there. I feel like there's another one out there that was a tough beat.
Did you see the bet?
Oh, excuse me, Texas had an 11-point lead as well and blew it.
Blew it. Did you see? Let me say this: I was talking to Portnoy today. If you took FSU, he had $100,000 on Florida State.
So I just saw I was in the car. I saw that he had a video and it said worst beat ever, but I didn't play the video. So you telling me? Let me just ask you if this is what happened. Was it a pick six, the final play of the game?
It was they were at the 30-yard line, and they threw the pass, and they were trying to lateral it, and it went all the way back to what? They went all the way back to the end zone, and they scored on the last play of the game to lose by 10. It went backwards 40 yards.
And then Clemson ran a play?
What?
And then Clemson ran a play?
No. They kept throwing it back, and it kept going further back. But it wasn't like the ball was at the 10-yard line. It was at like the 30-something. And they kept throwing it back. And then they threw it so far back, they were in the end zone. And the guy picked it up and scored.
Oh.
It was – but – sometimes you do it. It's at like the 5 or 10 yards. You were 40 yards out.
The way things went today, I'm surprised I didn't have that. That's bad.
It's so. And they had his knee was down. They had to see if they had to wait because they didn't know if he was down at the inch line, and they called it. They had to go to the review. They called the touchdown on the field, and I don't
know.
Yeah, but I mean imagine having $100,000 on that, and they lateral it like 6 times.
And I always hate with those last plays where they start lateraling and fumble because it's just balls just rolling around on the ground, and you got linemen picking it up and throwing it backwards. I mean, it's nothing good ever comes out of those.
No, and like I said, it was 40 yards out.
I feel like that Stanford game 30 years ago. That might be the only time it's ever worked.
Yeah.
And then I guess that playoff, that's Tennessee playoff game, the Music City Miracle. But that was kind of like that wasn't a bunch of laterals. That was like one throwback.
One big one, yep.
Yeah. Worked. So it was a bad day, yo.
I know.
And this hurt. I hate losing in college. I really like betting college football, and I put a lot of plays out there. And I did this last year, and I won last year. It's just it's not working this year. I'm using the same things I used last year, and it's not working. But we have a month. We got 2 months left to make it all back. 5-11 sounds ugly. It's 6 units. So I think that puts us down. It's going to put us down about 11 units for the year in football, in college football. We haven't done well on Saturdays and Sundays. done. Hockey. I'm 0-2 right now. Colorado is winning. Edmonton is winning. Hopefully, we can level the day out there.
So you had the Pittsburgh, and you had who was the other loser you had?
Winnipeg Jets lost
Oh
in
yeah,
overtime.
that's right. Yeah, that was.
Handed goal.
Ugh.
So yeah, and so it was 2 tough losses, but
That's
yeah,
what-
Colorado comes in and Edmonton, who's winning, but it's still early there. But if they, level off 2-2, yeah, you'll lose a little bit in hockey because of the juice on them, but it's not a big deal. But we have football tomorrow, so we'll try to grab some back.
That's what you do with sports gambling: is you lose a little bit one day, and then you try to fight back the next day, and you sort of try to get the same approach.
They can't all be classics, so
They cannot.
so you're gonna have days like
And
this.
a lot of it, like the way the ball bounces, like I won a game tonight. I was 1-0, and it was a game, the same game I lost like 3 nights ago, when I had one game and I lost. It was empty netter. Like I didn't get it. I had so many opportunities to get it, and it didn't happen. This time I got the bounce. I mean, it comes up, for you to get on for at least me to get on a streak, it's like,
Yeah.
you got to have that luck.
I mean, I just, we went down my day just there. A couple of those things don't happen, and we're talking about a winning day or maybe like a break-even day.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
You turn around 2 of those games, and it's a no big deal.
That's right. It's a no big deal. And then, but now, I mean, what's Louisiana Monroe fumbling on their way in? I mean, yeah, that hurts. That's a cover. These guys getting picked in the end zone and then basically doing it again. It's a cover, so Texas, you just got to stay away from that Texas team. My God, they can't hold the lead. And
do you have anybody in the NFL that you sort of?
I've taken Denver at -2.5 already, and I've took Pittsburgh Steelers +3.5. Those are the only plays I've taken so far. I've not
so far. Okay.
I've been. I got everything ready for me to do tomorrow, but I have not done anything else.
Okay.
So I just good. Rico just retweeted us because did he retweet it and it shows a link? Okay, yeah, it was when you retweeted it and put it out there. It wasn't a video; it was just a link that was being buried. So I just sent it, and Rico just retweeted it for us. So hopefully that'll.
I actually didn't see it.
Yeah, I just went and looked because I noticed. While you were talking,
the NFL tomorrow. I looked at this, Mark. So what do you think about this game? Tennessee and Indy. Okay, Indy opened up. It was as a +1.5, and now they're almost a 3-point favorite.
I know. So we talked about this earlier in the week. Maybe you weren't here. Maybe it was the night.
I don't think I was here.
Okay, I said Indianapolis is the play. That's my feeling. Indy is the play in that game because Tennessee is boiling hot after their last 2 wins. Indianapolis, they just pulled out a win on Sunday night, right? They would be, I don't think that San Fran team is that good to begin with.
Yep.
But everything kind of points to Tennessee is like rolling downhill. They're ready to go. They're playing really well. They're going to go in Indianapolis. They're going to beat this Indianapolis team. But, Indy's the favorite. It looks like it's almost too easy. Like, wow, you can take Tennessee as a dog. I love Tennessee to win the game, but they're a dog. Those are the situations where I take the favorite because I just like if it looks too easy, then it probably is. They're trying to coax you and goad you into taking the Titans. I'm playing Indy in the game tomorrow.
Yeah, I actually think that these are 2 really good. I like these 2 teams in the East this year.
I like Tennessee. I do. I think they're a good team.
Yeah, I think they're both good teams. Sneaky, they're not the Kansas City or the San Diegos, the high-powered teams that everybody thinks that are, toss it all around. They're more running, intermediate passes, play pretty good defense. Like, I don't know. I think this is an important game for Indy. If they win this game, I think they're right in the thick of things.
Yeah. Oh, they are. A bad day. What a bad day. Yes, I agree. I just pulled up. I just pulled something up, and I just saw the damage.
I was like, I thought I didn't know what hit you right there.
Yeah, I just saw the damage. It's just
Yeah. You looked at your account.
I did.
Bad idea, jean shorts. I know.
It was not a good idea. I shouldn't have done that.
I don't like looking at my account either. One other game I just wanted to touch on is the Patriots. What do you think about them?
So the Patriots are now down to a 4. This was a 5. So you know what? Let me take a really fast look. Let me look at the percentages of what we got going on here. As the week has kind of gone on, I've kind of talked myself into the Patriots. There's a record out there. Yeah, so it's basically the betting is actually split, a 50-50 split. So the sharp action must be coming in on the Pats. You're down to a 4. It's still a good number, +4. Bill Belichick's record as a dog is ridiculous. Now, I understand all that time was a Tom Brady for the most of it, but still, I don't know. Remember, Elliot, they went out to LA last year and beat the shit out of this team with that horror. Remember, they beat them like 45-0.
Yeah.
I know it's a different year, but I think this Patriots team is better. I think they're also, again, I guess you could kind of flip the same argument at me I just said about Tennessee. Did the Patriots, what did they fix last week? Did they fix anything, or did they just beat a really, really bad team?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge San Diego guy. Like, I don't think I think they're overrated. I thought that from the start. But I also think if it wasn't my home team, I think San Diego could win huge. Mm-hmm. Because I think that everybody's thinking, oh, the Patriots fix themselves, but you fix yourselves against the worst team imaginable.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
But again, I'm not a big San Diego guy, so
I like their quarterback. I like their quarterback.
Yeah, he's good. He's really
I don't know what else they've got. I think the Patriots can go in there and keep it close. You're right. I could also see them getting destroyed. It's kind of like what I said today about the dog. Cooney asked me, "You like Florida today?" I said, "I think they could be close. I also could see them getting absolutely blown out." And the second scenario there happened. They got blown out.
Georgia does the same thing every week. They win like they basically skunk you. They win like 28-0.
Yeah, but I feel like they leave you around for a little bit too. Like it was 0-0 after one.
Oh yeah. It's a methodical because their offense is not that good. They don't give up any points ever, and then their offense finally gets it going, and then they start to score on you, and then you're shut out, and then you get.
I'm glad that this year it's a different team than other than Georgia, than Alabama like that, and I like watching Bama because they're so good. But it's nice to see that there's another team out there this year that's who that team is, and it's not.
Yeah.
I use Sports Insights for betting percentages for the person who's asking right now. It's not as good as it used to be, but that's what I use. What about Seattle? What about the Seattle Owls? 3.5-point favorite over Jacksonville.
Is it
only 3.5? Huh?
Is it in Jacksonville?
No, it's in Seattle.
It's 3.5 points.
Yeah.
Oh, is the quarterback not playing again?
You are really breaking up over there. Hello. Can you hear me? Patrick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is that Elio that's having the problem?
Yeah, Elio's like glitching out. He sounds like a robot.
Yeah. Yeah. Elio, you're in a lot of trouble over there. Yeah.
I mean,
you're frozen and you're like, I know you didn't. You were just sitting there, but something has happened. Are you streaming a lot of things over there? How many movies are you watching? All right, he's probably going to try to log back in. So let me look really quick. NFL tomorrow. Buffalo's a 2-touchdown favorite over Miami. I can buy that.
Somebody asked Georgia Bama championship.
It'd be great to see. It would be great to see. I mean, forget Michigan. I mean, I guess now Michigan technically could find themselves back in if Ohio State beats Michigan State and then Michigan beats Ohio State. But there's two tough times for that. When was the last time Michigan beat Ohio State? You know, I don't know where the game is. Is it in Michigan or Ohio State? If it's in Ohio State, there's zero chance they'll win. But I'd love to see Georgia Bama. It'd be a bloodbath. Oh, there he is, trying back again. He's I hear the same noise though. He's got to go. He's got to up his data plan.
Yeah, or his Wi-Fi connection.
Yeah, he needs to go to the top one. Uh-oh, I'm in battery saver mode right now. That means this thing is shut. Hold on, let me plug it in. Is there anything out there? Any comments? Any games?
Somebody said that they couldn't hear you when you said what site you use for the
Sports Insights.
Sports Insights.
Tell them I sent you. Look at this, the Rams are 16-point favorites again.
Somebody said, can Detroit get their first win tomorrow?
They'll cover.
Detroit is playing they're playing Philly, right?
Detroit covers.
Yeah, I think so.
I do. You know, I had Detroit last week as a 16-point dog, and they almost won. They're at home tomorrow. They are the only thing that scares me about it. They are the second highest public team. So everyone, like I just overheard in the background there, that they're going to cover. Everybody thinks they are going to cover. They're 3.5-point home dogs. That's the only part that scares me because I kind of agree. I think they really got a real shot.
They're throwing everything at them.
This is their chance to finally win a game. That Coach Campbell, he doesn't want to go. Oh, the Braves just tied it up. Hold on. Fox.
What's that series at right now?
2-1 Atlanta. Oh, did he just hit he hit a home run. What did he? Braves. This is live. Oh, the guy tried to rob it and he couldn't. Home run Atlanta. Oh, that gave Atlanta the lead. It's 3-2. Wow. You know, I know everybody hates Houston because they call them all cheaters. I'm not one of those people. I would not mind to see Atlanta win it. This really would have come out of nowhere, I feel like, for the Braves. But I feel like Dusty Baker has waited so long to win a World Series that I wouldn't if they won. Poor guy. But whatever. I know a lot of people hate them. Yeah, that Detroit game, that's going to be an interesting one to see what happens there with the line. If you actually look at this, 73% of the bet has come in on Detroit, which means 27 on Philly. So 7 out of every 10 tickets, they're are on Detroit, yet Philly's gone from 3 to 3.5.
Yeah.
So if you look for a reverse line move, which can kind of indicate sharp play, it's Philly. But boy, oh boy, I don't want to take Philly. I do not want to take Philly. I've taken Philly a couple times this year, and it's been a bad decision. Tony Correnti is the ref, which is good for the home team and good for the under. What's the total in that game?
Really?
Yeah.
You can find the stat for that?
I do have it right here. Yeah, Tony Correnti is the ref. The home team is 103-93, up 6.26 units.
Wow.
And the under is 114-83, up 16.6 units. Average point per game is 39.2. Now, what does that mean? I don't think anything.
With that ref.
That
doesn't mean.
Yeah, I didn't know that they could figure out the stats for that. Well, I'm sure.
Oh, you can track anything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even look at that stuff. I personally don't think it matters, but There's a little something out there in case anybody wanted to know that. I'm guessing Elio has called it a night, huh? Must be, maybe he's trying to crank up the old generator over there and get the better internet signal. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of phone he has, but like
He's
I
got an
don't think
iPhone.
I've ever seen anybody like have this many problems with their phone.
Yeah, he's got an iPhone. I mean, so that's his like internet connection. If he's at home and he's got his Wi-Fi on.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
I don't know.
this is
Maybe
all the stuff streaming.
are the
It's gonna
kids?
turn
Yeah,
some
that's the
stuff
thing.
off.
Do the kids have like? Are they streaming on every TV? That could be a problem. Tennessee, Indianapolis. Elio and I were talking about earlier. Tennessee, it's got 58% of the bet, and again, so same exact scenario. Indianapolis 42%, yet they've gone from a pick 'em to a 3-point favorite. So that's a lot of heavy. That's a heavy move. I try to see if you can find it at 2.5. But what's the weather look like there? Some wind, partly cloudy. We got some injuries. T.Y. Hilton is undisclosed, and it's questionable whether he plays. What do we got? Where's my ref? The referee is Carl Shepard.
My roommate just said Julio Jones is not playing.
So Julio Jones is not playing. There he is.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If my phone is low, the only thing is low juice. If my phone died, maybe does that screw the connection up?
If you get low, like if you're using like low power mode, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I think it was because
Yeah, because if you're in low power mode, I think it tries to save energy by like giving you worse connection and stuff like that, so that your battery, like your phone doesn't. It's using less.
So my phone's just about to die, or it died, and I'm literally standing next to with it being charged right now. So I'm going to say sayonara. You guys go. I'm going to listen. Okay.
So you called. Okay. You're like one of those people that call in and say, "I'm gonna ask my question and hang up and listen."
Yeah, I am going to ask a question.
Okay.
Do you think that the Jacksonville coach? Do you think he's going to be, because of all these Halloween costumes that they're going as him? Do you think he'll coach well in the game this week? I'm going to ask the question and I'm going to hang up. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the call. Thanks for the call.
I bet you there's going to be a lot of people dressed up as him.
There are a lot of people. I've seen the guy dressed up as Urban Meyer at the bar. I've seen it with the blow up doll on his leg. I don't know if it's going to impact Urban. I mean, he's in Seattle tomorrow.
That's true. He's not even home.
He's not home. That's right. So he could get a lot of heckling. I'm sure he does get a lot of heckling on the road. I mean, when he's walking in and out of the stadiums and people can see him, I'm sure he gets a lot. I think the guy's going through a lot right now. I can't imagine it's fun to go home at night, but
definitely.
I don't know if it'll affect him in the game tomorrow. I think he's got the ability to block it out. He's been in controversy before.
We had a question about the Jacksonville over/under.
Yeah.
Oh, Atlanta. No. Sorry. Atlanta over/under.
All right, hold on. I should have that on this computer.
It's 46.5.
The Atlanta.
Yeah, they're playing the Panthers.
Yep. Let me see. What do I have for that? This hasn't been. There they are. 46.5. It's 46.5 now. Yeah. So I have that. Yeah. I mean, I lean the over a little bit there. But I'm not going to do it. I've taken the over in the Carolina games. If McCaffrey isn't playing, this offense sucks. I mean, I had the over last week. Did they score 3 points, I think, against the Giants? I'm not touching that. Not unless McCaffrey's back, which I don't believe he is. Let me see. Hold on. Injuries. He's going to be listed. He's still listed as questionable. But I am not. I'm not going to touch that. I mean, the Falcons. Yeah, the Falcons can score points. They also can put up a dud. It's yeah. I wouldn't. I'm not going to play that. I won't be in that game at all.
Yeah.
Buffalo, Miami. Had I jumped on it earlier in the week when it opened at 50, I would have taken that under. But now it's dropped, and now you've lost 1.5. I don't know. You still might play it. I mean, the problem with that Buffalo team is they could score 38. I mean, with Miami with Tua, I don't think much of them at all. And I like.
What does he like tomorrow?
Yeah, what do you like tomorrow for
Denver.
games?
I like Denver -2.5. I already bet that. And I like Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh in that spot as a 3.5-point dog. Why can't I find it? They're home. Even better. They're a 3.5. Am I looking at the right week?
Steelers are +4 on Sportsbook right now.
Wow, this has them as the. Okay, no, I'm right. Never mind. I'm right. Yeah, no, I like them as I was right there. I confused myself. I took them as a 3.5. If you can get a 4.5, that's not good for me. That means it's going the wrong way. But I like Pittsburgh in that game. I don't know why. I just do, and maybe I put too much stock in them. But I like them, and those are the two games I've already played. I'm not going to play too many more. I'm going to play Indianapolis. I don't know that I can convince myself to get in that Philly-Detroit game, although it's the same real scenario as Indianapolis, so I might have to take Philadelphia, but I really don't want to.
Someone wants to know if you think the Giants are going to cover.
Trying to find it. Are the Giants playing? No, they're Monday night.
Yeah.
Oh God, the Giants against the Chiefs. So I actually have those numbers all like right where they are. Let me look. Let me look here for the NHL. Why is it not here? Here it is. So it's up to a 10.5 now. The Chiefs have looked bad. They've looked bad.
They had a bad week last week.
Yeah, you would think in a normal situation, you would think, oh, the Chiefs will destroy this team. I don't think anything of the Giants, but it's a disgusting game. They just, you don't know who Patrick Mahomes has not looked very good. But you feel like at any moment he could break out with a 5-touchdown game. I have not looked or thought much about that one at all. It's Monday night. It's kind of one I've just glazed over. I actually, now that this is 10, let me update it here. I mean, I have a little value to the Giants, but not enough for me to play it. What's the total? Got two computers here. I got to figure out which mouse. So it's still 52, yeah. Yeah, I don't have much on that one at all. Now, Minnesota on Sunday night. Now, Dak Prescott isn't playing, right? Have they officially announced? They're still listed as undecided. So right now you got the Vikings as a 3-point favorite. If Dak doesn't play, I like the Vikings. If Dak plays, this line will change immediately. So if you got any inside info out there, so this guy likes Jags money line, huh?
It said 8 hours ago that he's going to be a game time decision tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I know. But I thought I heard he's a game time decision, but they don't think he's going to play.
Yeah, because another story said that he was sore after going pretty hard in practice the other day. So,
I could see taking a shot at Jacksonville. Seattle is not good. Seattle's not good, and without Russell Wilson, they are terrible. I could see taking. I don't know if you could take the money line. I'd take both. If you like Jacksonville money line, the way I would play it is I would do 1.5 units on Jacksonville plus 3.5, and 1 unit on the plus, probably 145 would be my guess, 150. That way, if they cover and you lose and they don't win the game, at least you make something. And then if they win the game, you hit big. That's the way I would play those. That's the way I usually play them. I always play a little bit less on the money line when you're playing the dog. But I actually think I might take Jacksonville. I think I'm gonna. Seattle is nothing without Russell Wilson, and he's not playing. So, Geno Smith, he looks good, but he can't win. So I don't mind that play at all, actually. Chicago, San Fran. San Fran's a 4-point favorite. I mean, Chicago's a train wreck, but boy, I don't think San Fran's any good. Total 39.5 in that game. That game can stay at it. What did he just say?
Did you just see what Elio texted?
Yeah. Doc? Does he mean? I don't know if Mahomes has a boat. I don't know.
Dolphins third quarter team total? Question mark.
I have no idea. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did they do well in the third quarters this year? I mean, I could look that up, but that's good. I don't know. Someone said me today, I was talking with somebody about taking first half unders, and he hit a 4 or 5 team parlay today. Let me look at it. It's right here. That's a winner. First half unders. Yeah, here's what he sent me. And he was looking for games that had 4.5, had more than 4 scores in them in the first half. And he did it today. Under 37.5 Duke, under 34 Hawaii. That was close, but that did stay under. Under 34.5 Florida International, under 31.5 Missouri, under 29.5 TCU. Now he bet $20 on this to win $477. So if you multiply that by 5 for a $100 player, you're looking at $2,200. So that was his theory, and that's not a bad theory. You know, in the NFL, you know, 4. And if you take that with divisional games, you got something there. Oh, we have another call-in question. I don't know the answer to that question. I mean, I'm assuming he did. We can't answer that question live on air. And it would also just be speculation. So I guess that's about it. You know, the Braves here won out in the 8th, up 3-2. Give me a check on how we got to check on our 2 hockey games before we sign off. What do we got going on those 2 games? Colorado's up 3-1. Nice. Edmonton's still up 1-0. About 7 minutes to go in the second. We hit those 2. We're 2-2 in hockey. It's not a terrible night. We salvaged the night on the ice. The night on the gridiron, I'm just going to put this one away. It's a dead night. It's a bad night, and we're going to try to win some of it back tomorrow. So that's that. I think we're good here, Patrick. It's 11:23. I've been up since 5 o'clock.
It's a long day, man.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. I've driven so much. I drove to Barnstable, which is about an hour and 20 minutes away, for a 50-minute hockey game. Then I drove back. Then I went someplace else. Then I drove into Boston to go to Northeastern hockey game tonight. My son wanted to go. And I drove back. I'm from Walpole. That's like a 40-minute ride. All I've done is drive today.
That drive to Barnstable especially at that age, like it's 12-minute periods, huh?
They play 2. Here's a mic.
2 25-minute half.
225 runnings. Yeah, so it's to make 7-year-old get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and drive. I don't even care about driving the hour and 15. If the game was 10 o'clock in the morning, it would have been fine. But I had to get up at 5 o'clock and to wake him up at 5 o'clock. So I'm tired.
I commend you.
Yeah, it's been a long day, so I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to call it a day, and I'll wake up in the morning and hope these 2 hockey games won. And we'll be back tomorrow. There's no horse show. The horse show is done.
Yep.
It's all over, and I smell like the heat just came out of my house, but I'm down in the basement, so I need to figure out what that is before I go to bed. But we'll be back tomorrow.
All right,
night.
see you tomorrow night.
See ya.